God, I sound awful first thing in the morning. I just listened to that thing, which I'll probably go ahead and post just because I said so much. But I sounded awful. Boy, it's true, I didn't sound good. Of course, I'm not sure how great I sound now either. I ended up watching that, falling asleep again, waking up to the phone ringing with my appointment. We took care of that, and then now it's 11 o'clock, and I've got to eat something before my ride shows up to take me to Simply Mac. And hopefully, between now and then, I'll get my voice back. God, I wake up with this voice that makes me sound either sick or, I don't know, you be the judge. Okay. I'm going to have to try to remember when I go to the bank to find out why it is that the payment that I thought I made last month never went through. I mean, we're out of emergency take care of it mode. I got this phone call from this electronic system saying, your account's past due. I'm like, what are you talking about? I could have sworn I made a payment on that, but I did it using my app instead of calling over the phone. Maybe I just need to make a rule that I always call over the phone on that thing. I thought I had that. I don't know. I thought I used the app to pay that, but obviously it didn't go through, so. It is not the plug. I know it's not the plug that's causing this iPod to not charge. But I'm going to go ahead and take a plug in there. I don't know why they're running this one right now. They didn't usually run this one for about an hour. They usually run this one between like 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Now they're running it between 12 and 1. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't think I'm going to find out because I should be, by 1 o'clock I should be on my way out of here. Because stuff out. Because, I have a ride coming at any minute to take me to Simply Mac to get to the bottom of this iPod. So I'm waiting for my ride to show up to take me to Simply Mac, and I'm waiting for the nutrition and wellness coordinator from North Star to call me back. I want to know if she talks to people like by appointment, or do you just walk in and hope that, well, I'm just going to flat out tell her that maybe I won't. The point is, I don't want to come in, and spend maybe a little bit of time there, such as a person can never spend a little bit of time anywhere when you're using the door-to-door transit service that I do, only to find out that she's not available to talk. But I've got to talk to her about this. I don't know if I said this about 3 or 4 times and always did a retake. So I don't know if I actually vlogged about this earlier or not. But I've got to talk to her because I also need to call my doctor and make an appointment because I think we're at our 6-month checkup time just because she wants to keep an eye on me. But she's not going to like what she sees any more than I do. Hopefully things are still as stable as they were, but obviously she's not going to say don't exercise, but my issue is I'm trying exercising and it doesn't seem to be doing any good. I mean, I just weighed in at 186 pounds. You know, I've heard people say, I'm 300 and some odd pounds, 200 and some odd pounds, and I'm like, well, I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. Well, at the rate I'm going to be right up there with them, and that's not good. So anyway, I don't know if the nutrition and wellness coordinator would have any ideas on how to turn this junk around or what, but anyway, I left a message for her. Hopefully she'll call me back and we'll set a time for us to talk, because I gotta do something. And of course there's advertisements for things like Nutrisystem. I'm scared to find out what that costs, but, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything about it until I talk to somebody, but, I mean, my assessment of the situation right now is my trying to eat better and trying to exercise doesn't seem to be working. So what can I do besides trying to cram a treadmill where frankly there's no room in this apartment? I've talked about that before. Somebody tell me where exactly I'm supposed to put in a treadmill in this one bedroom apartment that I've already got plenty of stuff in. And between the time and the money, the time between now and the time I can actually move into like a 2-bedroom is going to be quite a long time, I'm sure. I'm not even on waiting lists yet, let alone am I being asked to potentially move in or look at a place or anything. Well, I guess if I wanted to add a picture to a vlog, I would know how, but I wouldn't want to try to create a picture. I would have somebody else take the picture, and then we would put the picture in the vlog. Somehow this camera gets switched to photo, and then, oh well. I wish the Lyft would always do what they just did. I mean, especially in situations, I mean, they called me to say something happened and your ride's running late. I'm not too worried about it because they're expected now at 1:10, and frankly, Simply Mac's really nearby. Once I get on that bus, it's like 5 minutes maybe. Probably not even that, really, to go from my place to Simply Mac, so I'm not really worried about it. But they called me and told me, and I was happy about that. It's just, like, earlier this week, though, I had, like, a 9:10 to 9:40, and they showed up at, like, 10 o'clock. I'm like, you know, I didn't say this, but I thought, I wish you would have called me on that day. I mean, it all worked out. I got to work. It was all good. But I'm like, glad you did it this time. Wish you'd do it all the time. I don't know. This must have been a really significant, something must have gone really, really wrong. Of course, they didn't tell me what it was, and I didn't ask. I don't know if I would have asked. I don't know if they would have told me, but nice to get the heads up. Another hour of these ones. I wonder what's up. It's 1:20, and we're on our way. It'll be okay, because my appointment's not till 1:30, and again, I expect us to go straight there, so it's all good. When we get there, you might not be able to see anything. You're probably going, and we can never see anything anyway. But, what the picture looks like really isn't a priority to me pretty much any time, but it's really, I'm not big on showing people's faces if I can at all help it. That's one of the things about vlogging in public. It's like, okay, I think Simply Jasmine 94 said it best in one of her vlogs. You may want people to respect what you do, but you gotta respect them too. What if they don't want to be a part of your vlog? And, instead of saying to everybody I ever meet, hey, are you okay with being on YouTube? If at all possible, don't show faces and stuff, so I, don't. In situations like this, I'm not exactly going to have the camera out and wild and open. Unfortunately, that being said, we are already at 11 minutes, and if I go in there and start vlogging or do a whole lot of vlogging at all, we're going to end up at time, so I'm going to have to say that this is the end of this part of the vlog, and we'll pick up the next part with checking this out, getting to the bottom of this iPod problem.